Well, we know depression and anxiety cases are on the rise from the pandemic, but so are eating disorders. Tonight, we're hearing from a local clinic who is seeing more patients gaining a lot of weight or losing weight. And we're also taking a look at the state's only opiate treatment program that's located right here in the Valley.
This here is Vivitrol. This is a naltrexone injectable. So this is an opioid blocker that can be used for opioid cravings.
Seven Hills Hospital is the only hospital in Nevada with a licensed opiate treatment program.
In general, what we're providing is just this supportive environment with licensed professionals and peers who have similar struggles.
We've seen people who are very high functioning members of the community who can fall into this addiction, and it's very commonly occurs through opioid prescription medication. There are also the other spectrum where you see a lot of the homeless population using heroin.
Located in Henderson, the hospital encourages medication-assisted treatment
And can lower a person's risk of relapse while also preventing them from feeling any effects if they did happen to slip up onto opioids.
and group therapy.
Some of the areas that might be discussed in a group are learning new ways to cope with anxiety and stress rather than turning to that substance.
Open 24/7, hospital staff say they're ready and willing to assess those that don't have anyone else to turn to.
It's very important that our patients not see their detoxification as the end of treatment. That has to be seen as the beginning of treatment.
At E7 Health, the CEO of the clinic says eating disorders are up.
You're about 50 feet away from the fridge at all times, so that alone is kind of a unique. Because when you're at work, you don't have that kind of access. So one, you have access to it, and if you already are predisposed to having underlying eating disorders, that can only make it worse. You're not going to the gym. You're also potentially going through financial hardship.
The pandemic is having an impact on the amount of people they're seeing gaining a lot of weight or losing weight.
Alcohol consumption has severely gone up during the pandemic by all measures. And I think, addressing that is going to be a big part of, getting people back to normal.
Dr. Bhattari recommends get back to a routine as soon and as safely as you can.
Any habit or routine takes weeks before it becomes a part of you. So don't give up early, stick with it, keep pushing until you get back to where you were.
Dr. Al-Sheikh from Seven Hills Hospital says you can recognize opioid addiction if there's abrupt changes in behavior. He said you can find someone who may not be caring for their hygiene like they once did, or they isolate themselves from friends and family. For information about the program, head to our website, fox5vegas.com.